from Stamp with CT, and with me in the craft room today is Dale the crafty husband.
Hi.
And Oliver the crafty pup, and we are here for the June bundle bonus project to share with you. The bundle bonus group is a group of demonstrators that come together to share ideas and hopefully inspire you. So this month we're using the Attention Shoppers bundle, and I have to tell you, this was one of my favorites when I saw the new annual catalog. And I'm not a huge shopper, at least not, what, real life? Is that what you would call it? I love to shop online though, right?
Well, it's the in-person thing, I guess.
Oh, okay. But anyway, when we saw this, we really thought it was cute. We're going to be doing our bingo event the end of June with this, so we were really excited to be part of this bundle bonus featuring these products. You want to show the card, Dee, right
Sure.
quick? We decided to feature the Friends for Life Designer Series paper because it's so bright and fun. And then just put our little shopping cart and greeting on there. So super simple, straightforward project, but we were really happy with how it turned out. So let's show you the paper right quick. You want me to do that? You got it? So this Friends for Life Designer Series paper is a 6x6 paper stack. Lots of colors. Can you get it?
Yeah, I got it.
Lots of colors, lots of cute images. That sunburst is awesome.
Oh, there's two of them.
I think there's even more than two.
And all these different patchwork patterns design.
Kind of look like paint swatches. I just love this paper. It's so cute.
Here's the one with the green in it. And the backs of these, I don't know if y'all are catching all that have the washes on each, the B side.
Yeah, so even if you're not crazy about the bright and vibrant patterns, then you can always use the washes on the B side.
I guess it's 3 pages that have the starburst.
Yes,
and the
sunburst.
Sunburst.
Sunburst is really cool. Okay, so then we'll take a look here at the bundle, which the stamp set has got a couple different things you can be shopping for, your shopping cart. We're going to be die cutting our shopping cart today, but you've got lots of options there with the stamp set. And then we also have the coordinating dies, and we'll be using those today, so you get to see those in action. And then we, of course, had to pull out one of our favorite die sets that we use almost every day, and that is Stylish Shapes. If you do not have these dies in your collection, we highly recommend them. They're so versatile. We just love them. Okay, so let's pull in our packet and we'll get to work here on our project. We've got a blueberry bushel card base that's 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. Now you're going to be able to get all those measurements if you are part of my team. We share the PDF with all the measurements and supply list in our team page on Facebook, but we also share it in CT's Craft and Connect, which is our community Facebook group. So you can head over there and see the full PDF with all of the different ideas that were shared. Dale's gonna grab the glue for me. And we'll put a few dots here. We like to be easy with the glue. That seems to be the trick with this liquid glue, is to not use too much.
Our friend Mary uses the saying dot dot not a lot to remind us that.
And I still got it on my thumb. That's okay though. I'm okay. That looks pretty good, I think. I'll get that off in just a minute. Okay, so we'll set that aside to dry for just a second. I'm going to move this over to, you'll notice we're using a larger circle pattern on this card than we did on our sample. And that's just because we've used so much of this paper, that's all we had left. I think I can go ahead and adhere this down too, don't you think? And Dale's going to go ahead and get ready to do a little bit of stamping.
You got a Pearson mat to you?
I do. And I also grabbed a silicone craft sheet because we'll need it here in just a moment as well. Go ahead and get this on the card front.
See if I can. One chance, right?
Yep, one chance. I only cut you one. That looked pretty evened up.
It looks, yeah, it looks like it could come out just this way, just a little bit.
towards you.
Yep.
Okay. So we cut this piece of designer series paper at 5 by 3 3/4. That looks straight. Yeah. 5 by 3 3/4, so that we would have a little bit bigger blueberry bushel border going all the way around, and then we are cutting our cart from blueberry bushel as well.
And we're stamping
with blueberry bushel.
How about that?
And what's our sentiment saying?
Shopping is always a good idea.
And we're moving it up just a tiny bit on that circle. Not necessarily centering it. Okay, I'll take that so we don't end up with the ink accident.
Okay, and then I'm going to stamp with Memento, the flower.
Okay, the Memento Tuxedo Black, the little floral image like a bouquet of flowers. Grocery store flowers, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're the best.
Just to make sure I got it nice and dark, and see if I can get it up here so that y'all can see what I'm doing.
Okay, and that's just a little scrap of pretty in pink cardstock. We're going to be coloring the flowers with Stampin' Blends, and we could have just kind of colored that wrapper around the flowers, but instead we stamped it directly on that cardstock. Kind of saved ourselves a step, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
So do you want to cut that out or first, or do you want to color it first?
I'll go ahead and color it first.
Okay.
I'm going to grab a Petunia Pop, and I'm going to try to use the light, and I'm going to use the brush tip so that you can see this end is the brush end.
The brush end? The bigger one?
Yeah, the bigger one.
Oh, okay. See, I would have used the bullet end.
Well, the reason I use the brush end is so that I can kind of flick a little paper on, a little ink on there, and leave a little bit of the paper in the background showing toward the middle to try to give it some shine.
Okay.
And
on those small little flowers, I would have to use the bullet tip. So you do you. Use what works for you, right?
Right.
So we're doing a couple of them in Petunia Pop and a couple in
Blueberry Bushel.
Blueberry Bushel. Theme of the card, right?
Mm-hmm.
It would look cute with all of them in Petunia Pop. Again, you can just do what you like. So you're just kind of dabbing some of that ink on. You don't have to have a very heavy hand with those Stampin' Blends, do you?
No, you don't.
With the alcohol ink, it does kind of tend to spread out on the paper. And you see that Dale is doing this on a piercing mat, and so it's protecting our work surface, because with Stampin' Blends, it is normal for the ink to seep through the paper. So you definitely want to protect your work surface. Probably with a small image like this, it's not going to be bad, but that can definitely happen.
I'm just trying to get a little, not cover everything, just to kind of leave a little bit of the pink behind so that the centers of the flowers have a little bit of distinction around with the black. But you can also take the blends, the dark and the light, and add a lot more color to them and make them pop however you want to.
I don't know if you have room in an image like that, though, do you?
Well,
Maybe.
depends how talented you are.
Okay.
I'm just not that talented.
Okay, so I think we're ready to die cut, so we'll put that
We
over.
got one more thing to do.
What's that? Oh, that's right. That's right. So, in our photo on the tutorial, in the focal image where it's closer up, you're going to see the shine that's on that little cart. And so there's a special technique that we're using that we learned at a Stampin' Up event one time, and I know her name was Mary. Mary Costello was the demonstrator that taught us this. And so you can actually take clear packing tape, and we buy this all the time because we send out a lot of packages to team and to customers, and oh, that's so loud, and classes. But Dale is just going to put that on that piece of Blueberry Bushel cardstock. And just make sure that it's nice and flat. You don't want any little seams or anything in there. and we're going to cut our cart out, and that's going to give it a shine. Now, what we thought was this almost looks like a Walmart cart with this blue.
Sure does.
Right?
Yeah, it does.
We've also used real red cardstock to cut out a Target cart. And it's fun to use the silver foil sheets to cut out a silver cart like you see at the grocery store. Okay, go ahead and bring in our die cut machine, Dee.
Okay.
And we're going to turn it to the side. Hopefully that'll make it a little bit easier. You have the other plate over there.
Yeah, I got the other plate over there.
A little bit easier for you to see that way. And I think we're going to be able to put the piece for the floral image and our cart on there all at the same time.
We're going to try.
Okay.
And put our wheels on there. Put our cart. Put our floral image in there.
So we're going to cut that cart out through the packing tape, and it's going to give it some shine, almost like you have embossed that cart.
It slipped.
Okay, we'll just put it back.
Okay.
Good.
Let's push this up a little bit. All right, there you go. Slide that in. Pull
Okay,
that down.
let's send it through. So hold on, guys. It might get a little bit wobbly for a minute.
We're in the middle of an earthquake, apparently. Okay.
Alrighty. We'll move that machine out of the way. Our Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. It's awesome.
And pluck up. There we go. There we go.
Okay, so we've got our cart ready.
Mm-hmm.
Get that plate out of the way.
Okay.
Okay, we've got another trick up our sleeve as far as how we're going to adhere this. I grabbed my silicone craft sheet and I noticed how dirty it is. We were coloring with blends on here, but it's going to work just fine. It's going to help protect the work surface.
Let me take your pick.
Okay.
All right.
Pop that out of that die. Now, we've not noticed any problem using this technique with the packing tape of, you know, getting stickiness in your dies or anything. Comes right out, no problem there. And it's just a really cool technique. We first learned it from Mary on a little fence that she cut out of white. But we have used this on Christmas bulbs, a couple different things, haven't we?
Yeah. No, well, we did the fence, so it looked like it was wet from the rain.
Mm-hmm.
And then,
Or freshly painted.
and then, what was another thing we did?
I know we did the Christmas bulbs.
I know that we've done some sentiment stamps that have so that it adds shiny to the sentiment. So,
Yep, there you go. That'll work. Oops. So you got your pieces cut out.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to add these to our project. But you can see that it's, you know, small places where you're going to be able to add the glue. So we'll teach another little trick that we like to use. And we first need to get this ready though, Dale.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and put this where we want it. Kind of use our cart to get our spacing. Maybe right about there. Does that look good?
That looks good.
So you want to put a little glue under there and you can glue down that circle. Get our sentiment nice and straight.
Okay.
Got it?
Yep.
Okay. And then I'll hold on to this because we'll be able to use it. Put a little glue there on that silicone craft sheet. Just squeeze a little glue out there.
Okay.
And then we like to use a sponge dauber. And we just have one that we use for doing adhesive. Kind of tap over in another section and get some glue on there. And then we're just going to tap that onto the cart so that we'll be able to adhere it down. Kind of holding that into place on the silicone craft sheet. We'll be able to get glue on there and add it to the project without a lot squeezing out the sides. Now, if you have the adhesive sheets, you could certainly use those when you're die cutting. That's actually a double-sided adhesive that you attach to the cardstock prior to die cutting. But we didn't have any, did we?
No.
So we decided to do it this way. Works really well. And then we'll go ahead and, oh, you already did the wheels too.
Mm-hmm.
We actually got a little bit more glue than what we needed. So once we're done, we're going to be able to let this glue dry, wipe it off of the silicone craft sheet, no problem. And then we'll just take the little sponge dauber to the sink and rinse it out using a little bit of Dawn dish soap. And it will get most of the adhesive out. We've used that same sponge dauber multiple times for that.
You can see a little bit where the ink came through.
Oh, can you?
Not too much.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to put a little
Go ahead and use that glue. I think on our sample, I'd actually use some glue dots to give it a little lift, but that's going to work too. That could be a problem. It's not a problem, but you're going to have to get that up underneath your cart. Working?
Mm-hmm. How about that?
That's perfect. Really, really cute.
Okay.
All right, so that's our little floral bouquet there. And now it's time to do some embellishing. Let's get these out of the package. Do you remember the name of these offhand, Del?
The opal round assortment.
These are awesome. They're so, so pretty. So we will add a couple of those. Actually, I kind of went a little bit overboard. I put 5 embellishments on this one.
Okay.
And I got a little mixed up and used some yellow, some clear. Dale thought that looked fine. I do too.
I like it like that.
So mix it up if you want to. The blue embellishments are actually not a navy, so they're a little bit darker. So we went with the clear or the yellow. But I just thought those were really fun to give a little bit more shine. And it kind of mimics the circles of the Designer Series paper too.
Because they're not all the same color.
No.
And these clear ones are amazing. Matter of fact, I'm going to put an extra one on.
Are you? Okay. And again, you could put them in one of the circles. I mean, you could just go crazy with these embellishments. I think they're so, so cute. So what do you think, Dee?
Well, I think it's good.
I think it turned out cute. So either size circle is still fun. So I think that the paper's interchangeable. Even some of the other designs from that paper stack. And hope that you like using the clear packing tape technique
to give some shine.
Yeah.
Hopefully you can see that the shine is on the shopping cart. But in person, you can definitely see it shine.
Yeah, you can. It's really fun. Okay, we will see you next time. Let us know if you have any questions. Thanks so much.